I would sell something for $300 or $400 if I could get it, that now sells for, like $8,000-$10,000. I didn't know at the time. Fortunately, comic book work became valuable to collectors, and thank God for for those guys. It was not the policy for comic book companies to return original artwork when I started working. They kept it all, which pissed me off because, I thought they don't deserve this, I wasn't even thinking of money. I was thinking of piles of artwork, like, why should they have this pile of artwork that's like this high? That should be mine, and I should be able to watch it grow, and all of the artists complained about it. Not officially or really very seriously, because we all wanted to keep working. And I might have some of the facts wrong and some of the names. I'm going to use names. I'm pretty sure it was Neal Adams who got a lawyer and decided to make a case about the return of original art. There was no contract in doing comic book work in the 60s and in the early part of the 70s. None of us had a contract. What we had was a paycheck, which had a little rubber stamped thing on the back of it, which said something to the effect of, by endorsing this check, I hereby give up all rights now and forever, blah, 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 including, original artwork, and then a little line under that to sign it. Had to sign the check to cash it. And so we all did it. Neal Adams took one of his paychecks to the lawyer and said, okay, look at this. What do you think? And the guy looked at it and laughed and said, this is completely illegal. This means nothing. It's toilet paper, but, it's also a check, so cash it. But he said legally it's just bullshit. So Neal took his lawyer to have a meeting with DC's lawyers. I only heard this story, like third or fourth hand, so I can only imagine all these lawyers in a big conference room, at a big table on either side, talking about this, and Neal's lawyer saying, your position is that you own the original artwork, the actual artwork that the artists have drawn on. That is your property. And, DC's lawyer saying, yes, that's what we're saying. That's our property. And, Neal's lawyer says, so you are buying a product then from your artists, not a service. DC's lawyer saying, oh, no, it's not a service. It's a product. We own it. It's ours. And Neal's lawyer says, oh, okay, then if I asked you to produce receipts for the sales tax for all of this artwork going back some, 20, 30 years, that's no problem, right? You can do it. And DC's lawyer's going, what did we say, product? No. We're talking about services here. And that's what it came down to. It was all about sales tax. And DC, I think they were the first to do it. They instituted a policy of returning the original artwork to the artist. So we all started getting it back. What's more, we started getting it back retroactively. We started getting artwork back that they had bought a few years before that they still had in their possession. DC's offices, it used to be like a subway station, people coming and going all the time. And they would have tours of their office for school kids. And the school kids would come and, they would tour around the office, see the production department, meet the artists if they were, happened to be there. And as a gift, just for showing up, they'd be given a page of original art. And say, oh, but this is black and white. Oh, no, well, you see the color is a separate process, and but this is what the artist actually drew, you know. And the kids, of course, were delighted. You know, this was like a special thing. They kept all the original art in a closet, the DC art offices, and they would give it away occasionally as much as they could, and sometimes it would be stolen, but mostly if it piled up to the point that it was filling the closet and there was no more room, they'd take it downstairs and throw it in the incinerator. And they've been doing this for years. You know, that's what happened to original artwork, you know. And nobody kept film of this or copies of any kind, you know. So much work was lost, you know, in the old days, you know, in the 40s and 50s. It's crazy. But anyway, you know, we ended up getting our original artwork back, and just about everybody sells their artwork.